So yep, when you're ready.
Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 test. Hello, hello, hello.
Go Paco. 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Test 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Test.
Good luck, boys. Thank you very much. Hey, all right, mate. Good to see you. So you have to fucking do everything, huh? Yeah, I'll stop.
Oh, it's Friday night here at Dunstan Reserve. Brunswick City taking on North Sunshine Eagles. It looks like there will be a minute silence though. Yes, two sides that have never been in the top flight of Victorian football in this state, in the modern era, rather. It's Brunswick City's home game. Of course, they went to take on Western United, who have been dismissed, rather, from the NPL Victoria. I'm joined today by...
Let's go!
But as a spectator, we want to see an entertaining game of football, and these two sides are in form lately. So, yeah, no, it's going to be a great game.
And we'll go through the lineups as our captains sending over the ball for the home side in the blue. In between the sticks is Mooney, and that's Fapai, Alshon, Wong, Johnson, McCall, Vizzy, Timms, Siamis, Emmanuel, and Hagazi. And for the visitors, North Sunshine Eagles, they've got Brian, Sordo, Mujeshi, Epifano, Akud, Kitazawa, Tenet, Adovic, Eliboli, Olds, and Jakupi. And it will be North Sunshine Eagles getting us underway with the kickoff, kicking to the right of the screen in the white, not in the red today. And of course Ross Clark with the whistle at hand. North Sunshine Eagles get us underway, and it's underway quickly with a long ball down to the left-hand side. It's tricky feet and goes backwards to his back line. And all the way back to Brian in between the sticks. And Long trying to find the striker here, but it's headed away by Brunswick City defender. And that's Hagazi. Miskicks it backwards a little bit. He goes back over. High foot, but it's play on for the North Sunshine Eagles as they push the ball into the air. Headed on again. Head back over. It's a free kick for the City. Brunswick City. Back to the goalkeeper, Mooney. Playing in between the sticks today, the 27-year-old. Did miss last week, actually. Didn't play in between the sticks. It was Kai Sapulu who did play goalkeeper last week in that 2-0 win against Melbourne City. That did give them this spot here in this finals. Of course, neither side get in the top flight as mentioned. Playing off today for a place in the VPL Victoria against obviously the winner of Melbourne City and Melbourne Serbia. And it's Brunswick City. They try the long ball. It goes back out wide once again. And that's Siamis. Here's a chance for a cross. Backwards and deflected out for a corner. For a goal kick, rather. Rexy, thoughts for the opening minutes?
Yeah, very scrappy. You can see the players are probably a little bit nervous. A lot of direct balls, but like I said, let them get all the scrap out of their legs for the first 10-15 minutes, and then hopefully the game will open up.
That's exactly right. It's Rory Bryan with the goal kick here. With a long ball all the way up to Mujesi. And it's a free kick as well. The City in back the other way, and it will be attempted to take in quickly, and it goes backwards to the centre back in Timms. He'll drive, and long ball goes down the line to Emmanuel. Doesn't quite get there. And once again, Brian snaps the ball up and just slows the game down. Out wide to Awkward. Back to Brian. Of course, a bit of an unconventional setup as well. We were told we'd potentially get a flatbed truck. We don't today. We're standing on some stages from the rooms, but we've raised the camera. We're sitting a bit lower. Offside is the call by the linesman. It will be taken again. Hayden Tennant there just playing the offside trap a little bit. And it will be the goalkeeper to take the kick. And the active support's just started to kick off. North Sunshine's active support obviously travelled.
Just a note as well, Dylan Jakupi is having his first start of the season, first week of finals. A star recruit, marquee signing, if you like, from Avondale. Unfortunately, he's had a really bad run of injuries. He's come off the bench about 7 or 8 times, and he's getting his starting debut in what is North Sunshine's biggest game of their history almost. So looking forward to him having a top game.
Yes, of course, number 22 playing on that right back role, and there's a quick ball over the top with a chance for the Eagles. Offside is the call by Ross Clark. This is, of course, Jakupi named as an Avondale player for the upcoming Australian Championship, of course. Avondale do play tomorrow for a spot in the NPL Victoria final as well. There's a long ball sent to Emmanuel. Goes back, a quick feed by Emmanuel, goes to the centre of the park. And out wide once again, a bit scrappy, but it goes back by Austin Wong. And Timms. Once again, it's Vizzy. All the way back to Timms. Wong once again, and here's Emmanuel. Headed on. Cleared once again by Kitazawa. And it's not out of danger just yet, and it goes long. This time, headed on by Timms. And Epifano. Quick feed by Epifano. And long once again. And here's the Troopy, we just talked about him. Chasing the ball down. Puts his counterpart under pressure, and it's gone out for a throw for the North Sunshine Eagles. Very close to goal. Goes backwards. To Tennant. Olds, back to Tennant. Here's Kitazawa, just been pushed off the ball. Here's Emmanuel again. It's Vizzy in front of us there, taking that throw and goes back. This time to Fapoi. And then all the way back to Mooney in between the sticks. Looks at the long ball, goes down the line. Knocked on by Olds. And back to Brian. Olds. Epifano. Kitazawa. Tripped. That's a free kick there. Emmanuel. Just with the foul. And it's going to be a free kick for North Sunshine Eagles.
Yeah, it does. It looks like Brunswick are playing a very compact 4-1-4-1 formation off the ball. North Sunshine are a very, very good possession-based team. Love to play through the midfield. They're not giving them any space. They're keeping that very compact. A big exclusion as well for North Sunshine is Coco. They're one of their major main players. Dictates everything in the midfield, so it's a big miss for them, but I'm looking forward to see Epifano step up in that role tonight as well.
Of course, Coco, prior to his move to Australia, did play in the French lower leagues. Some couple stints over there. Missing today. Epifano steps up into that more attacking role, and it'll be a long ball once again all the way down to Majeshi, and wide to Sordo. Driving. Chance across. Deflected near post, and it's going to be a goal kick. It's what Sordo does best, isn't it, Rexy?
Yes, since he came in the window, he's definitely been an impact out on the left-hand side. And watching him live, I think he's definitely got a lot about him. So looking forward to him having a good game as well.
Yes, 4 goals in 7 games. Eamon Sordo. And of course, did have a quite successful collegiate career over in America as well. He is now dispossessed once again by the Brunswick City defender. Out wide to Vizzy. Back to Hagazi and Timms. Hagazi. Still Hagazi. Goes wide. Through ball sent through. Chance for a cross again for City. Just pushed out for a corner this time. And that was Dylan Alshorn, of course, Welsh Youth International. And it will be Austin Wong to take the throw. And it's very loud conditions here, of course. North Sunshine do have the ability to make a very hostile environment. Coming to North Sunshine, of course, not a lot separates these two. 2-1 in both games, either side. It's a cross in by Austin Wong. Knocked on by the keeper, and it's not dealt with, but it's gone out for another corner. Rexy, you've played behind these active support most of your career. Talk to me about all of them.
Yeah, you definitely want them on your side. But yeah, they're a great supporter group. They've come out in numbers tonight. Obviously, they're going to try and make this ground a home ground for North Sunshine. They're definitely the loudest supporters here. But yeah, looking forward to them being as loud as possible all night.
It's a great corner into the box, headed on. It's a bit of a scrimmage on near post. That is Alshorn chasing. He's back to goal. Goes back the other way. It's pushed off the ball, and there's Alshorn again along the floor. Just wide of the far post. It's almost 1-0 for the City. Almost MPL on their eyes.
Dylan Alshorn, quality player. He's definitely a player that all MPL clubs have on their radar every single year, but he looks like he's finding life really comfortable here at Brunswick, and he's definitely one of their star players. And yeah, it's Hayden Tennant and Aidan Olds definitely will have their hands full with him tonight, definitely. And as you just saw then, give him an opportunity, give him a metre around the box, he'll have a shot, and he almost scored.
Of course, Dylan Alshorn did spend some time at Wrexham as well as Flint Town United in the Welsh leagues. Of course, Wrexham were in the Welsh league at that time. They're now in English leagues, of course. We know what they're doing. Back the other way. Tennant driving and goes back. Pushed back out once again by Akud. Of course, someone else missing from this side, Berhan Elibol. Got to move to the third division of Turkey. I've spent some time at Paskavel as well. You, of course, coached over at Paskavel. Talk to me about Berhan.
Birhan Elibol, he's an absolute quality player, great kid, and he got an opportunity to get a professional contract in Turkey, and he's taken it. So I think everyone that knows him is extremely proud and happy for him, and as North Sunshine and the coaching staff helped him get that deal over the line. So I'm sure he'll be watching from Turkey today or tonight, whatever the time is in Turkey, supporting his club, and his younger brother Khan, who's playing up top.
Of course, Khan Elibol, yes. Playing here for the visitors, number 18. Keep an eye out for him. Won the 2022 Albanian Cup Golden Boot. It's gone now back out for another throw. Khan as well did his ACL back in 2023, so he's back and firing. But playing up top here, of course. There he is now. Chance just cleared. It's a strike for the North Sunshine Eagles. Cleared once again. Here's a diff for Epitano. Wrong by Elibol, and then back out to the keeper. Mooney.
Yeah, we were speaking about Dylan Alshorn, about giving him any opportunity around the box. Mwetsi for North Sunshine, he's no different. Absolute quality striker. Top goal scorer for North Sunshine this year. But that was great defending by Brunswick. Literally bodies on the line, blocking that shot.
And back the other way, of course. Just up and back football, as Rexy mentioned. In the opening minutes. Very scrappy. Of course, get that early opener and the game will be theirs, essentially. Of course, there's not two legs in this game. It's just one leg on, you lose and you're out. So eyes on a game against Melbourne City or Melbourne Serbia, who did finish 7th, but were given that position. And here is Jakupi, the great cross into the box, just all over the back. And Sam McCall manages to just get it out to safety, but only as far as a North Sunshine defender. Here he is now. The guy we just mentioned, Mercedes. Into the middle of the park here. Ellie ball. Quick feed into the mark. North Sunshine Eagles! Almost an opener. And that's a great save by Nick Mooney.
Oh, that's quality play by Muetzi there. Turned the defenders inside out and put it on his left opposite foot. But that was a great save by Mooney. Kept his team in the game really early. So great signs. That's what we want to see. We want to see entertaining football. So far, 15 minutes in. We've had a few chances both ends, so it's been great.
And there'll be a corner for North Sunshine Eagles. As mentioned, it was 2-1 wins in both of these games for both of these sides. 2-1 win here, 2-1 win at North Sunshine's pitch as well. And so sent all over the back by the tall timbers in the box for Brunswick City. And it's going to be a throw-in for the City. Of course, also up in this VPL 1 is Caroline Springs, George Cross and Bentley Greens back in the top flight. First time in a couple of years. Caroline Springs, of course, made their way up the divisions quite naturally and did go up here in second place. Did beat Melbourne City to that on the final day, of course. Melbourne City lost to Brunswick City, but Caroline Springs 8-0 win on the final day to keep them up. There's a chance for City as they drive. It's gone all the way back to Brian. And then long once again. Cleared. Chance for a strike by Johnson. Once again he's taken to the floor. And all Sean. Into the middle of the park again. Doesn't quite get a foot on it. Emmanuel.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, the game's opened up really early, and again, good defending by Dylan Jakupi. Didn't win the ball, but put off the player running in the back post. So, yeah, it's been a good start. It's definitely been a good start, and as you mentioned before, congratulations to George Cross and Bentley Greens, Eric Vasiliadis and George Katsakis are probably smoking a cigar, watching this one at home. No stress. Planning for 2026 in the NPL. It's great to see two big clubs back into top flight football, and it's great to see two big coaches in NPL as well. So congratulations to those clubs.
Back where they belong as well, of course, George Katsakis. We all know his history in the NPL. Although, of course, did go on that cup run with Bentley Greens. And he goes long. Headed on. And out once again. And Jakupi will take the throw. Going down the line to Kitazawa. To Musezi. It's a long ball over the top. Tries to find Sordo. Doesn't quite. Does get there. Just feeds it down the line. Sordo. Quick feed by Sordo and a chance to cross. Gone out. For a corner. North Sunshine Eagles. Another corner.
Yeah, great defending. Again, 1-on-1. Sordo's very dangerous, and it was great defending by, who was that? McCall. He's going to have his hands full all night, and yeah, corner kick here.
Another corner. I think it's fourth or fifth of the game here for Brunswick City. Obviously a testament to Rory Bryan in between the sticks for North Sunshine Eagles, and it is sent in and all over everyone. Back out the other way, you'd assume. Jakupi does get a touch on it. It will be a keeper kick.
Last thing you want as a centre-back is to run all the way to the box from halfway to receive a corner that goes out of play. It's very frustrating, but it happens.
And here, like the support's kicked off here for the goal kick. We'll raise our voices a little bit here. And it's gone long. Mooney. Once again, Out. And he's busy. Backwards to Footboy. And over to Timms. He's busy. Back to Timms. McCall is back to Timms. All the way down the line. And here's a chance. Gets him behind, he doesn't. Behind Tennant. Jakupi. Long. Head on by Timms. And back the other way. Kitazawa to Tennant. Slowing the game down a little bit in back line. North Sunshine Eagles. Bringing it out of defence. And Long. Headed on by Siamis. Once again, it's gone all the way out. This time, it's a free kick.
Yeah, a lot of long balls early in this game. Brunswick played this ground really well. Last week they beat Melbourne City 2-0. North Sunshine like to keep the ball on the ground. They are a possession-based team. Credit to Ben and Besnick. They've had a system for a long time and they've persisted with it. And these players know it inside out. But unfortunately, the ground's not really letting them play as much as they would like to. But yeah, let's see how we go in this free kick.
It's a great ball in, headed on. And here is Jonsson. Goes out wide. Chance for a cross. With Siamis. Once again by Allshawn. Picked up by Brian. Once again, go to his centre back. Slow it down. And Tennant. Olds. Tennant. Back to Brian. And he'll go long ball once again. Goes all the way wide. Deflected out by Higazi. And once again out for another throw. Back to Brian. Tennant. Driving by Tennant. Goes down the line. Finds Kitazawa. Cross the ball in first time. Chance to strike. Brings the ball back out and wide. It's a great save again. It's deflected out and it's a great save again. A double save by Nick Mooney.
Yeah, great save. He's definitely kept the Brunswick in this game. 2 big saves. I can see North Sunshine in possession. They're pushing their wingers really, really high and they're almost playing 4 up top, which is troubling Brunswick a lot. And putting balls in the box, you got numbers in the box. So, yeah, Brunswick's probably a little bit to think about when North Sunshine have the ball at their feet, but in saying that, Brunswick has the ball now and they're really controlled in possession. They're structured. They like to move the ball from left and right. They like to create overloads and wait for a opportunity to get their wingers on the ball in high position. So yeah, very comfortable in possession. As you can see, North Sunshine's just sitting in that mid block as well, making it hard for Brunswick. So so far, mate, what a game.
It's a great game indeed for Watts, and quite a few people rocking up as well to Dustin Reserve on this Friday night. All the way back through to the goalkeeper. He will hit it on first time. There's Elibol. Goes out wide to Sordo. Goes into the middle. There's Epifano now. Goes to Adovic. And Yakubi. Cross along the floor. Once again, it's just doesn't beat the first man and goes all the way long back to the goalkeeper with Allshawn chasing.
They're sitting pretty deep, Brunswick, inviting North Sunshine to attack. Might need to think about pressing them higher into the North Sunshine's defensive half. I think North Sunshine is getting too much joy bringing the ball up to halfway and then building an attack. Giving them a little bit too much respect, I think.
So, of course, if it does end the draw, it will go to extra time and penalties here at Dustin Reserve. And then they go again next week for a place in the NPL. Song by Johnson. Here's Epifano. Knocked on behind the back. The chance. Save again by Nick Mooney. Been around the block in the NPL Queensland as well, Nick Mooney. Did spend a couple of years at Cairns FC, then moves over to Olympic FC. It's over the top and all the way out by Olds.
Rory Bryan had a week off last week, or the week before, had to go overseas for a wedding, so he missed the last game. So I'm very happy for North Sunshine supporters to have him, as you see, a high foot there. Have him back in goals. He's been a top keeper this year, and I think his brother Liam is still overseas, so that's another out for North Sunshine.
There's a lot going on, of course. The season's not very forgiving for those that have Europe plans, etc. Of course, we do see most of the season's wrapped up by this time, and of course the A-League off-season doesn't really help with the 4-month pre-season. And of course in the women's as well, their season goes into almost this time as well. And of course the NPL sides that are in the championship as well pretty much have an 18-month season with a 1-month pre-season. So those boys that are part-timers working full-time jobs as well, they've got to manage both of them together.
Yeah, but how good is this finals football in VPL 1 and VPL 2? I think we've never seen it before. I think it's great. I think it's great for the league. It's great for the players, and it gives clubs opportunity to to step up and get promoted. Ooh, handball, maybe not. Nah, play on. It's crazy to think that any one of these 4 teams can get promoted, and I think that they're all evenly based. They're all good quality teams. I was speaking to a few of the supporters before the game. I said I think all 4 of these teams can get promoted. I think they're all good enough. But for North Sunshine and for Brunswick, who have never been in top flight football, they're just 2 wins away from making history. So it's great to see the hunger from the players and the supporters and the coaching staff. It's finals football. You got to love it.
It's important to mention none of these 4 teams in the modern era have actually made it to this NPL. Of course, Melbourne Serbia promoted last season from VPL 2, and North Sunshine as well. Melbourne City, of course, franchised club that will be, I guess, if they win it, will be replacing Melbourne Victory in the top flight, who did go down along with Port Melbourne Sharks and Melbourne Knights to have a place in this league this year. And there's all Sean. Just falls over. We go back the other way. Pafano. There's Muzeshi. Still Muzeshi driving. Stripe from distance. Cleared. Close. Oh, Sean just doesn't find his feet. Once again, gone back the other way. Very physical football here. And he's just brought off the ball, and it's a free kick, Muzeshi.
Moetzi. Oh, I've been cringing every time we've been saying it for the last 20 minutes. But Moetzi, he's like we spoke earlier, he's quality with the ball at feet. He's your perfect profile for a number 9, big, strong, loves the ball at feet, and he's very, very hard to get the ball off. So he wins a lot of free kicks and penalties in and around the box, and as we see, a free kick just coming in. Epifano unfortunately overcooked that one. And just to mention Nick Epifano as well, the kid's been at North Sunshine. He was here when I was playing about 6-7 years ago. A kid again like Dylan Allshaw, who's on every NPL coach's radar come off season. He's been loyal to North Sunshine. He's been loyal to Betty Say and the coaching staff, and hence why he's got that armband around his arm.
Muesi. Muetzi, there you go. What's that? Albanian? Albanian? There you go. Muetzi. As we go backwards. Emmanuel. Into Hegazi. Off the ball, and here is Pafano. Goes into the middle to Muetzi. Back the other way. And it is Macau who's driving. He's it all the way to Olds. Back to Brian. Of course, Nika Pafano did start his senior career with Dandenong Thunder.
With me? Yeah, he was a young Nico Mafano in 2013. He came into the Dandenong Thunder team that just won the treble under Chris Taylor. It was good times back then. I still talk about it every now and then. Yeah, look, he's come a long way. He's I think had Melbourne City youth games and I think Melbourne Victory as well. But yeah, he's had a good career, Nico Mafano.
He has also spent some time at South Melbourne. Spent 5 years there. Played a pivotal role in that 2014 and 2016 NPL Victoria Championship for them as well. And then, of course, moves over to Oakley Cannons. Did win the Doherty Cup as well. He's won it all, really. And he's here at North Sunshine Eagles. Chance to play back in the top flight of Victorian football. Loves the Albanian clubs, doesn't he? Albanian Greek clubs.
Yeah.
Stops around. Oh, and it's a bit of a miss kick backwards. With the early ball chasing. All the way to Johnson. Chasing all the way back. Once again to Mooney. To Brian. It's a bit of a terrible miss kick there. It's tried to clear to the safety by Tennant. Rare error by Terrant. Here's Emmanuel out wide. A quick feed by Emmanuel. Tripped. No free kick is the call, and it'll be play on. Is Jakupi. Finds early ball. And long once again. Tennant making up for that mistake. Macau. Up against Sordo. Macau once again just getting the better of him, and it's gone back for a North Sunshine throw.
It's the worst feeling in the world when you get a ball cross goal and it's bouncing up to your shins. Do you take a touch? Do you try to put your foot through it? Yeah, either or. You're not going to win. Something would happen, and unfortunately Hayden Tennant did take a bad touch, but he recovered really well. Just on Brunswick, I'm really liking how they look in possession. They're a hard team to play against, to defend against when they play a 4-4-2 diamond. They like to push their midfielders out wide and overload their fullbacks, North Sunshine's fullbacks. So they're getting a lot of joy in possession, as are North Sunshine. I think, again, as I said earlier, Brunswick are giving North Sunshine a little bit too much respect in sitting off, and I think North Sunshine are doing the same, and that's finals football. I guess, you don't want to press too hard and go too hard too early, but as we see here, Dylan Allshaw's attack.
And it's Johnson! Striked and saved by Rory Bryan.
Yeah, it's that quick. That's football's that quick. It's a transition game. You lose the ball and you have to run back and defend that quick. And especially when you got quality like Johnson and Dylan Allshaw, you got to get back. And again, keepers so far have been best on ground. Both keepers have put out some really, really good saves to keep this game at 0-0. Unfortunately, as a spectator, we want to see goals and an open game. But let's see what we got here.
And he's all shot from distance. Oh my, what a strike over the bar. Back out for a keeper kick. Just 10-12 to play here at Dunstan Reserve. 0-0 still. And I think it's 0-0 around the grounds as well for all the other games. We'll keep you posted. Nil between Heidelberg and Preston in that NPL semi-final. And Altona City and Springvale White Eagles kick off at 8 o'clock. Over there for promotion out of the VPL 2. And here's Johnson chasing. And all the way out, the keeper does get the ball and sends it down the line and out. He's come out very far there, the keeper.
Scary when keepers come out that far, but I think he's won the ball. I think referee had a great view of that. Obviously Brunswick were claiming that he did not win the ball, but he definitely won the ball there. Yeah, it's the game's opening up. We're half an hour into it, and as we called it earlier, the first half an hour, first 25 minutes will be a little bit safe, and teams sitting off. We heard calls from the Brunswick bench saying, "Push on, don't let them play out." So, yeah, there goes that respect. They're trying to make life hard for North Sunshine now.
We're in quite a fortunate position here in between both benches, so we hear it all, as well as the chatter between these officials as well in this game. Of course, Ross Clark in middle, seasoned referee in NPL Victoria, been given the centre whistle today, and it's a long ball once again sent on by Brian, and Olson chasing, and Akud, and long all the way out wide to Kitazawa. Jason doesn't quite get there in time. Once again, it'll be Vizzy with the throw. Goes back to Papoy. And long is Olson. Headed on by Akud. And back the other way now for Brunswick. Down for Olson. With the cross along the floor. Johnson's there. Cleared again by Tennant. Another throw.
Yeah, they're dynamic. They're very, very fast on the break and on the counter attack. And if you give them a little bit of space, that can definitely hurt you.
That's a great ball into the box by Olson. And once again, we're going to have for a keeper kick.
Great atmosphere around the ground, Ross. For a VPL 1 finals game, North Sunshine versus Brunswick, I think, everyone's come out to support their clubs. It's great to see, mate.
Yeah, it took me about 25 minutes to find parking as well when I got here. So everyone's come out here. And it's sent long. Headed on by Timms. And long once again. Tries to find striker. Shouts for a handball again, but it looks natural. Goes out to McCall. And on. Here's Olshawn. Chasing. Slide off the ball. Looked very out of pocket there, but Aiden Olds gets on better of him, and it goes out for a keeper kick again.
Yeah, Nick Kiriopoulos has made a slight change. He's put Dylan out wide and Johnson central. And since he's done that, I think they've had 2 or 3 really, really good attacks down that right-hand side. Touching on Aiden Olds, he's a Bulleen youth product. Was, you can say, the third centre-back at North Sunshine behind Hayden Tennant and Bidhan Alibol. Since Bidhan's signing in Turkey, he's stepped in and he does not look out of place. He's been one of North Sunshine's best players in the last 7 or 8 games. And it's really great watching him live tonight.
Of course, he's up against Brunswick's top goal scorer in Dylan Olshawn and Jonsson. He's got 2 this year. He's originally from Sweden. Did spend some time over in Gibraltar as well. As well as the lower leagues of Greece, actually. Playing in some regional leagues over in Crete. So he's had a bit of a journeyman career, and he's found his way to Brunswick City, another Greek club. But there's a chance, goes back the other way. It's Tiamas. And that's Hagazi off the ball. Once again, it goes the other way. Adovic. Wide to Okud. Slows it down into the middle to Adovic again. And back to Tennant. It's back the other way again. It's Jacoby chasing. Rory Bryan out for safety.
Yeah, Brunswick's really compact, really compact off the ball. It's a win and counter, and that's how they've created their last couple of chances, especially out wide with Allshaw. North Sunshine's finding it really hard to penetrate centrally. They've had a lot of joy out wide. Yeah, credit to Brunswick. They've changed a few things in the last 10 minutes, and I think they've been the better team in the last 10.
And if you're Nick or Ben, what do you do at half time to change it up, get that deadlock?
Look, it's a tough one. They have created a few chances. I wouldn't say golden opportunities. They've been good opportunities. So it's just keep going the way you're going. I guess you're creating chances. Keep attacking. Maybe press a little bit higher and try and force the turnover in the defensive halves. There's been a few turnover. That was a great diag, by the way. There's been a few turnovers and counters from Brunswick, and that's how I think they're getting their joy. North Sunshine's definitely getting their joy out wide, so it's getting that ball out wide as quick as they can and getting numbers in the box.
It's a long ball once again, and of course if we do look to the bench for either of these sides, they do have Sapulo, Addison, Payne, Ibrahim, Koko, Fokianos and Kuzmanovsky. And then for the visitors, they do have Sadiku, Matari, Da Silva, Jekka, Idiom, Kaseri and Kitabatake on the bench. There's a player on the floor as well. Unsure what happens off the ball, but the medic has been called on. And it is still 0-0 in that Heidelberg Preston Lions game as well. Looks like the player's back up on his feet, but he's clenching his shoulder. It is Adam Adovic.
Good chance for both coaches to send out some information. With how long we got left to play? 5 minutes left to play. They'll definitely be thinking not to concede in the last 5 minutes. So, look, it's been a really entertaining game so far, Ross. 40 minutes into this game, we pretty much called it how we think it was going to go, and it's probably been a little bit more open than what I think. As we can see, Adovic coming off here looks like he's in pain.
And they will play with 10 for the meantime while he gets checked out. Looks to be his shoulder, but we'll get confirmation of that as well. 5 minutes into the half to go. And they'll get us underway again, North Sunshine Eagles. And back out another throw. And he's just entered the field again. Adam Adovic. Looks to be okay. Headed on by Higazi. And out wide, Kitazawa just doesn't quite get a foot to it. Muetsi. Through everyone. Goes wide. Chance here for a cross. And over, and great save again by the Brunswick City goalkeeper.
That's 3 big saves by Mooney. He's definitely so far been player of the match. He's kept his team in this game. And again, great. Look, I think both teams have great attacking players, and very, very dangerous players in and around the box. So, looking forward to seeing a second half of goals, hopefully.
And he's a corner into the box, headed away by Timms and sent back into the box by Adovic. Back onto the pitch. Turn and shot, but it doesn't quite get anywhere. All the way back to Adovic. Sitting deep now, Adovic as well. A little bit. But he's gone out wide. Kitazawa Quick feedback at Azawa. Goes on the inside. Chance to cross it into the box. But here's Jakupi. Chance to cross again. No one's there. Offside is the call by Ross Clark. Not happy with that one.
Yeah, I think it was a wrong call. The linesman didn't see that came off the Brunswick defender. But it happens. Everyone makes mistakes. Dylan Jakupi is very dangerous deep in those areas. And yeah, you can just see North Sunshine's really, really dangerous when they send both fullback and winger forward. It's given their Brunswick defence a lot of questions to ask.
And Mooney will take the keeper kick and go long. Tennant, Hagazi, Olshawn, still Olshawn. Step over and Olshawn from distance. Great save again by Rory Bryan.
How this game is 0-0, I don't know. These keepers are on fire tonight, and it's the players that we spoke about before the game. We've been speaking about all game. Dylan Olshawn, Muetzi. These players, they're on tonight, but so are the keepers.
You've got a goalkeeper like that in front of you when you're playing centre back. How you calm or you?
Well, I've actually played with Rory Bryan before, and very calm. Yeah, very calm.
That's a great corner in. Headed on near post. Again sent into the middle of the park. He has got a hand to it, Rory Bryan.
Yeah, Mooney's been quality as well. Like we said earlier, he's made probably the better saves of the half. North Sunshine have probably had the better chances of this half so far, and it's if this game goes all the way to penalties, they're on fire.
They are, and it's a yellow card for Adovic, I think it is. And the fourth official has indicated there will be 2 minutes added on. I think it's probably fair a little bit. Maybe probably could have added 3.
I think 2 minutes is probably fair. I think Benny Say is not happy with that yellow card. Last thing you want is to get a yellow card with 2 minutes to go to half time for something that wasn't really that bad, to be honest. But it happens. You got to accept the referee's call and move on.
There's Mooney. Will take the kick, and he does go long. Emmanuel headed on. Kitazawa. Again, elbow ball, and then long by Adovic. Headed on by Pafano. Hagazi tripped. Free kick. Looks like he was going to give advantage there, but they did lose it. That'll be a free kick. Not long to go either here. Dunstan reserve. Macau. Back to Timms. And out wide to Fapoi. Will drive to the middle. Kitazawa.
He's had a good half, Kitazawa. He's been good defensively and really good going forward.
So straight back out for another throw of Costa Emmanuel. Dylan Jakupi to take. Goes all the way back to Tennant. And it's half time here at Dunstan Reserves 0-0. Rexy, thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, look, it's obviously been a really entertaining game of football, and that's what we wanted. Being finals football, you want to see both teams come out here and give it a good go. I think North Sunshine will be very happy with that half. They probably had the better chances. Brunswick played themselves into the game. I thought there was a spell where they had a good 10-15 minutes of possession and the better attack. So, yeah, look, it's an open game, and hopefully more of the same in the second half with some goals.
And we'll be back in a...
Let's go.
Kimby going now, or? Hey, Mark. This side? Huh?
Welcome back to the second half here of the Senel VPL 1 playoff. Still 0-0 here at Dunstan Reserve between Brunswick City and North Sunshine Eagles. Of course, both goalkeepers having absolute blinders today. But we're back underway quickly as we started. Quick off the pace and a long ball. Straight away. It's high feet, but it's on for Jonsson. Cleared once again. And North Sunshine out for a throw.
I think both teams have come out firing. So far it's only been a minute in, but you can see the energy and the tempo. Both coaches would have really revved up their boys at half time. You know, both teams are definitely still in this game. They've both had some really good chances, so it's anyone's game. So it's 45 minutes of who wants it more.
It is, and I'm sure both sides don't want extra time and penalties. Of course, it'd be easier for them to get the job done in 90 minutes and then head over to next week in the final for a place in the Senel NPL next season. It's the long ball sent, headed on by Jakupi. And back out for another throw.
North Sunshine really compact down that right-hand side. Going to make it hard for Brunswick to get out. But if they do get out, they've got Dylan Alshorn in plenty of space.
It's a long ball once again. Of course, we did see this a lot in the first half. But it looks like it's going to be a 1-0 or a 2-0 win here for whoever does end up scoring.
Driving into the game today, Ross, I had a prediction of a 1-1 draw going all the way into pens.
Great.
Yeah, it's hopefully someone brings us with lucky and we can watch a good game of football all the way to pens.
And he's Alshorn. Quick feed by Alshorn, cuts inside, tries to find his winger. And he does find Macau. He does go out wide for the throw. Alshorn pushed off the ball by Epifano. Long by Epifano, all the way out wide. Jakupi chasing. Up against his counterpart. Still Jakupi. Going into the middle. Kitazawa. Backwards. Jakupi with a cross. Long over the bar again. Back out.
That's Dylan Jakupi's strengths. Space in front of him, put a ball out in front of him and he'll catch it, as you saw there. As we mentioned, it's his first start of the season. Yeah, he's made a few cameos off the bench, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, here or there. See how long those legs have in him.
And we've just seen that Heidelberg has gone 1-0 up against Preston Lions in the semi-final. They've gone 2-0 up, rather. Just scored back-to-back goals very early. 5 minutes between them. In the Senel NPL semi-final. Of course, the winner plays either Dandy City or Avondale. And Alshorn up against Akud. Still Akud's tripped. It's a free kick. And Ross Clark was not having any of that. It's a yellow card. Straight away for Sam Macau.
Yeah, it's a professional foul, if you like.
Had to be done.
But it's the last thing you want as a right fullback. on a yellow card when you've got Sordo in front of you that we're running at you for the rest of the half. So he'll be skating on thin ice, Mikal, for the rest of the half.
And he's got a free kick now here, Sordo. Chance to float it in. It finds a head. Sordo lining up. And he's gone long. It's cleared. And cleared again. Olshawn. Long ball by Olshawn. Epifano's there to clear. And he does. Last man. Gets it out for a throw in.
It's not often we see Nick Epifano that deep. But he's done really well with skipper there.
Goes all the way back. Mikal. And Sordo.
Much quicker start to this half than it was first half, which we expected at half time.
Muetzi. Tripped. Play on. Advantage is a call. And it will be a strike from distance. No, it'll go wide. A chance for Brunswick City with a cross. Strike again from distance. And over the bar.
Well worked by Brunswick. Got that ball out wide. Had numbers inside the box. A little bit too much time to bring that shot, bring that ball down off target. But I'm sure if it was on target, Rory would have saved it, as he's been saving it all night. Ross.
He has been. Both goalkeepers, Rory and Nick Mooney, both keeping sure it's 0-0 here at Dunstan. And he'll take the keeper kick now. And we spoke about the atmosphere in the first half as well. We've just seen North Sunshine move behind their goal now. Still as loud as they were in the first half. Epifano goes the other way. Agazi. Olshawn. Wine to Mikal. Mikal. Still Mikal driving. Mikal with the cross. Cleared near post and out wide. Tries to find Muetzi. Doesn't quite get there once again. One is tripped. And that's dangerous. And it's a yellow card. Adovic.
Yeah, clumsy by Adovic there. Didn't really have to dive in. He was never going to win that ball. But he's given a free kick and got himself a yellow card.
It's a dangerous spot here for a free kick. Looks like it will be Will Siamis to take it. Just hit half-time in that game over there in Heidelberg as well. 2-0 to the home side. But Siamis with the free kick. Scott's having a chat with one of the players as well, back post. There we go, he's moving over. Siamis sends it in. It's cleared near post and back out, not out of danger. Chance here, striked, then it's in! Brunswick City go 1-0 up. Austin Wong sealed the fate for Brunswick City here. A Dunstan reserve.
Calls for offside there by the North Sunshine defenders. Hard to see from this angle, but great goal by Wong. Brought that down really well and put it into the bottom corner. The deadlock is broken. Here we go. Do we see more goals now? Can we see more of an attacking brand of football from North Sunshine? As you can see, the both coaches from North Sunshine, Ben and Besnick, have been giving the linesman a bit of an earful, but well done to Brunswick. Here we go, 1-0 lead at home. Now they've got a job to keep that lead.
They do as well. Of course, it does go to extra time and penalties if it does end a draw. And there was a well-worked goal from that free kick, deflected out to Sam Vizzy, and then sent home by Austin Wong. Of course, did come through the youth and senior ranks, including time at the Melbourne City and PL Academy. Moved around in PL Victoria, had stints at Bulleen, Northcote City before signing for Brunswick. It's sent wide once again. It's just throwing anything at aiming to get a goal, Rexy.
Yeah, mate, you've got to shoot. If you don't shoot, you don't score. So, look, North Sunshine has had a lot of attacks in the first half, and they will create their chances again. But just got to make sure that they don't concede the other way. Obviously, they're going to go and attack as much as they can to get that goal back. So yeah, here we go. Game's definitely going to open up.
It's a long ball sent long. Shouts for another free kick. It is Eagles. Sordo. Muetzi. Cleared. He's gone all the way long to the other keeper. And Brian. Olds. Chipped the ball over to the top. Headed on. Cleared once again. By Timms. Flared in. Wong. Is it Althorn? Cleared once again, and that's a great tackle by Eden Olds.
Yeah, that's one thing the North Sunshine has got to watch now. They're going to be attacking, but they've got to watch the counter-attack coming back the other way when they lose the ball. And last thing you want is to be chasing Dylan Alshorn. But again, it was a great cover by Aiden Olds. Came across and won the ball. That's what you want for your centre-back.
It's gone all the way back. To Timms. And Mooney. Headed on by Vizzy to the middle of the park. Tries to find Agazi. Sordo. Backwards. Finds Olds. And goes along. Headed on. Muetzi. Got one to beat. He goes through the middle. Cleared again by Sam Vizzy. And a corner.
A good opportunity here from a set piece, from a corner. Deliveries haven't been great by North Sunshine, by Sordo in the second half. Haven't beat the first man, but we're going short, something different.
And Sordo trying to find Izadovic. Sent into the box. Headed on.
Here we go. This is the counter-attack that we've been talking about in transition. 2v1.
Siamas. Alshorn. Striked again. Near post. And it shouts. It's a yellow card for what it looks to be Abdallah Okud.
It was behind play. Once he played that ball, I think he dragged him down. Tried to get a free kick. Wanted to stop that shot from Dylan Alshorn, but the referee played play on an advantage. And what a strike. Just missing that top corner into the side netting.
There'll be another keeper kick now. And that game in Altona's just kicked off against Springvale White Eagles. We'll keep you posted on that result as well. And it's headed on. And the Eagles. Nuetzi. Goes wide to Sordo. Still Sordo. Sordo. Over the bar.
Yeah, I've seen him score a few goals like that this year, Sordo. Signing in the mid-season window, or I wouldn't really call it mid-season anymore. Signing in the window. So, yeah, look, if they can isolate Sordo one-on-one with McCall, he's on a yellow card, and then get him running at him, it's dangerous for Brunswick. They got to watch that. But, yeah, look, well done. Well done by North Sunshine. They're not going to give up. You know, they're going to keep on coming, keep on attacking. But, again, the only drama and the only problem they're going to have is that transition, that counter-attack. Coming back at them, and Brunswick have a lot of quality up in that front third.
It's headed on by North Sunshine and back in by McCall. Bit of miscommunication in the back there, but it's gone through to the goalkeeper and Brian. Olds. McCall. Epifano brings him down. Let's play on. Moetti. Sordo. Got one to beat. He gets around the first. Crosses the ball in near post. Just slid to safety by Kobe Timms, the captain.
Quality by Moetti again. He's really strong with the ball in front of him and brings players into the game and just slid Sordo in there. So quality by the big man. Can they get their head on the end of this one?
And it will be Sordo to take the corner. And it's gone straight in. Finds the head. It doesn't. And goes all the way over. Once again, looks like there will be a substitute getting ready as well for Brunswick. As soon as possible. Is the call. Looks like a bit of communication there between William Siamis and in the coaching staff. Doesn't want to come off, but does want to come off. Rexy, what's going through your head?
No one wants to come off, mate. No one ever wants to come off, especially when you're winning. Siamis probably had a little bit of a scare, might be cramping, but no, it looks good.
It's gone back the other way. North Sunshine. Sordo. Into the middle. Doesn't get to him. And here's Wong. Goes wide. Siamis. All Sean. Got to ground three. All Sean. Another great save.
What a save, Rory Bryan. And mate, you got to take your hat off to Dylan Allshawn. He was surrounded by about 4 North Sunshine defenders. Found a way to put it on his left foot. Found half a yard. Great strike. Great save.
And he's not giving up either. 1-0 up, and he wants another one.
Well, look, that's what you want from your strikers. You want them to score goals. You know, they want a little bit of a breathing space. But again, I just repeating myself. Brunswick are very, very dangerous on the counter. They're very, very dangerous on their break. A square ball lost by North Sunshine in a very dangerous area, and Brunswick attacking numbers.
And there's a corner now, and it's sent into the box, headed on by the North Sunshine defender, and he's all Sean lurking. Tries to get around the first one. He finds it again down the line. Back the other way. Chance for a counter-attack. North Sunshine Eagles. And it goes along. Moetti. Brought off the ball. Goes for another free kick, but it's play on. Sent along again to the goalkeeper. And continue. Oh, good. Epifano. Sordo. Crossed by Sordo. Headed on by Moetti.
Can't alley ball there.
Alley ball. Almost 1-1.
Almost. He put a little bit too much on that head. I just needed to glance at across goal, and that would have been 1-1. But well done by Sordo again. Great ball off his left foot, off his opposite foot, deep into the corner. What an open game. What an open game.
Of course, he knows his man's on a yellow, so he can play with freedom, I guess. Just test his fullback ahead of him and see how it plays out, and it's working for him.
Oh, that's always going to be on the mind of McCown, but as he gives away a throw in there, it's always going to be on his mind. So if I was Sordo, I'll be running at him as much as possible.
And there is a change now, getting ready to come on. It is Brunswick. All Sean. Tennant. Back to Brian. Olds. Oakard. And down the line. Cleared once again. And there is a change getting ready. Coming on.
Great defending by by the skipper Timms. Read that ball into the channel, came across and cleared that away. He's been solid all night.
And it looks like there will be a change. Coming off is actually, we spoke about him, Sam McCall, who was on a yellow. He's coming off, getting replaced by Alte Ibrahim. First came back from injury.
Yeah, Alke's, I've known him for a very long time. He's a Hume junior. He was there when I was playing in the seniors. He's made a great career of his for himself here at Brunswick, and I think that's a great tactical move by Kiriopoulos. I think we can see and we can say that Mikkel's looks a bit injured, but I think knowing that he's on a yellow card. Knowing he's on the yellow card up against Sordo, it's a great move by the coach to take him off.
Of course, Alte Ibrahim coming on. He's an international for the Futsal Roos, Australia. He's represented his country a couple of times in the Pacific Australian Sports Futsal Series and the Intercontinental Futsal Series Australia, of course. Here he is now. Almost. His Sordo. Then to Muetti.
A few positional changes as well. Tim's, the skipper's gone into the midfield with Ibrahim stepping into centre back.
Looks like Vizzy has moved as well. Opposite with MC Armis dropping to centre back, to right back. With Brian. And it's gone back the other way once again. Knocked on, headed on. Over the head of Wong. Through to Brian. Okud. Long by Okud. There's Higazi. Back. And Long. To Sordo, who's found space by himself. He's got to get around. He does. Pafano. There's Ibrahim. Just pushes it out.
Yeah, good defending by Ibrahim. He's come into a game that's really high tempo and high intensity. He's got to adapt as quick as he can. As there's two balls on the ground, take one off. Here we go.
Chance for the Eagles. Is Epifano. Quick feed by Epifano. Crosses the ball in, headed on. Over the bar. It's coming for North Sunshine, it's coming.
Very positive for North Sunshine. They're very good up in their front third, and Nick Epifano, that's what he does best, turns defenders inside out, gives himself half a yard to whip a ball in. Again, another good chance missed by North Sunshine. They've got to start putting these away.
There's Mooney, long kick. Cleared. Headed on. Wong. Siamas. Johnson. Timms. Still Timms. It is over. Fapoy. It's Long. All Sean. Again, all Sean. Just wide of the post again, almost two.
Sound like a broken record. Great save by Rory Bryan. And well done by Dylan Allshaw. Finds the ball in a pocket. Hard shot from a bit of an angle. Made it look easy. But again, great save by Rory. Keeping his side in the game.
It will be Austin Wong the goal scorer, to take the corner. It's crossed in. It's a great save again by Rory Bryan again, and then out for a coke kick.
Great cross by Austin Wong. That almost went in from the corner. I think it was Ademodovic who ducked his head last second, who put Rory in a bit of a pickle. But again, he's had a great game and he dealt with that really well.
Headed on by Ibrahim. Finds Hegazi. Here's Wong. Feeds it through to Johnson. Tries to get around him again. Rory Bryan picks up the ball.
BDSA is very frustrated with a few of these build-up moments. The few long balls just not really going anywhere to any effect. They're just really long for nothing. No purpose behind some of these long balls. Bit frustrating.
Looks like Allshawn's just having a little gulp of some pickle juice. He was going off limping, so should be okay. But there's a change coming on from North Sunshine Eagles.
Young Leon Jecker, he's a North Sunshine junior. Great to see him get this opportunity for the last 20-25 minutes. He's a workhorse. He wants the ball at feet. He'll be running up and down. He'll be running for the last 20-25 minutes. Good luck to him.
Looks like it's going to be...
I'm guessing it's going to be Adovic.
Wong. Still Wong. Great by Wong, and here's Allshawn. Allshawn around one. He's back the other way. And Brunswick attacking. It's crossed along the face. Out wide. Sent in by Timms. It's Allshawn again. Goes back to Hegazi. Back to Hegazi. Out wide. Around the first. Around the second. Doesn't get around the third and goes out. Another corner.
Yeah, Brunswick's found a little bit of ball, some good territory. They've had possession for the last 3-4 minutes. North Sunshine had a lot of moments. They had a big spell in this half after conceding the first goal of the night. So yeah, you can see Brunswick just taking their time with this corner. The games have started with the time wasting.
And it won't be Wong to take it, but it will be a cross in. Headed on. Far post and almost through everyone. And here's Wong again. Comes in, headed on. Sordo long. Epifano. All the way across. Nuetzi chasing. Cleared by Siamas. Cleared again. And long to Johnson. Turns one. Doesn't get around Olds. He goes all the way. Epifano. Sordo. You've got to get around two in front of him. Can he do it? Gets around crosses it in first time. Heads on. It's a bit of miscommunication there between the two attackers. Still time. Brunswick. And North Sunshine. Again. Brian. Olds. Oakard. Still Oakard with the cross. Chance for a head. Once again, just short. Nuetzi chasing. Does cross. Tries to cross. Goes out. This time a throw.
Yeah, great ball by Abdallah could. As you can see, North Sunshine making another substitution. I think that's Dylan Jacobi done for the night. Dion Muftari, again, a young product from North Sunshine. Good to see North Sunshine bringing in 2 young quality players who have a bright future at the club. It's their time to shine.
The confirmation coming off is Aidan Adovic. And is it Jacobi coming off?
Yeah.
Confirmation of Dylan Jacobi also coming off. He's put in a good 70-minute stint on his start. First start back, so it's good to see. Here's a chance here, crossed, headed on. North Sunshine Eagles want their opener. Second for the day. Now, long, all Sean. Great defending. And it's another throw. Brunswick City.
Yeah, great defending by Aidan Olds. He's been really good all night. He's had the composure. He's had to put in a tackle here and there. He's hasn't missed a beat.
All the way back. Timms. Fapoy. Under pressure. He goes long. Tries to find Jonsson. Jonsson. Again, he's got to get around the second. Doesn't manage to get around Aidan Olds. And it will be a keeper kick. Again, not happy with that call.
Well, I don't know how that's a goal kick to North Sunshine, but they'll take it. Look to me, Aidan Olds cleared that out. But again, it is what it is. Play on, North Sunshine ball. Frustrated. Yeah, Jonsson very frustrated there, as you can see, giving a free kick away. Smart free kick, slowed the game down a little bit. With 15 minutes to go, Ross, I think North Sunshine's just got to go for it now. They got to push hard for this goal.
Well, I said 1-0, you said 1-1, so still time for either of us to come into fruition. All Sean. Kitazawa goes to Sordo and wide. Doesn't quite find the channel, but he just go the other way with Brunswick City, and they're driving. Olds. Long by Brian. Head on. Epifano. Still Epifano. Epifano. Wide. Kitazawa. Jonsson dropping deep. Kitazawa with the cross. And on again. Kitazawa's back on his feet. Finds. Headed on. It's a free kick there. Again, not happy with that.
North Sunshine coaching staff not happy with that, and to be fair to them, it was a bit of a soft free kick. Moetti not doing much wrong there, just went for the ball, didn't win it in a dangerous area, but again, that's a referee's call. The time wasting games are still going.
And he's got a yellow card for time wasting as well.
A lot of tight legs out there, Ross. There's a lot of tight legs out there. Both teams, all players have put in a massive, massive shift on a very heavy pitch. With 15 minutes to go, again, it's who's going to want it, who's going to want it more, who's going to take that risk, who's going to play with a little bit of courage, who's going to, most importantly, come up with a little bit of quality to get back into the game or finish the game off.
Jonsson. It's great by Sordo. Will go down himself down the line. It's gone out. It will be North Sunshine's throw. It goes backwards and then out wide to the centre of the park. Fafano chasing. It doesn't quite get there again. Bit of a sloppy football in the middle of the park. That's gone long by Kitazawa. Wide. Epifano. Still Epifano. Epifano. Got to go around to Muetzi. Still Muetzi with the trick feet. Just go back out again. Just too much with the ball there.
Yeah, too much with the ball there. He got good defending by Ibrahim, put him into the corner, didn't really have nowhere to go. Probably had too many ideas in his head, Muetzi, but the simplest idea is probably always the best idea. Get that ball in the box, get that ball across the box as quick as you can before the Brunswick defence sets up. But again, well done by North Sunshine. Nick Epifano is really, really driving his team. He's been really good in his second half, driving forward, making a lot of forward passes.
Fair to say North Sunshine players, some of them getting a little bit frustrated?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. It's you're down 1-0 and you want to win the game. So yeah, they're frustrated. They're only frustrated with themselves, to be honest, and with the referees. I'd be, yeah, maybe a little bit frustrated with the referees. It looked like a bit of a free kick there to me, or maybe is he calling him back for a dive? I'm not sure. Yep, he's calling him back for a dive. Okay. Referees know best. Referees can see it better than we can, Ross. From here, it looked like a free kick, but yeah, they're frustrated because they want to win, and as do Brunswick. So we're setting ourselves up for a massive last 10 minutes here.
And there will be a Brunswick free kick. It's gone long. Jonsson. Timms. Jekka. Wong. Still Wong. It's a bit of a trip there. Has gone the other way. North Sunshine free kick.
Yeah, well done by Leon there, recovering the ball and winning a free kick for North Sunshine. Plenty of space here for Hayden Tennant to drive into. Need to take risks here.
He does go all the way wide. And goes long. Headed on. That's Siamas. And here's Jonsson. Knocks it down the line. No one is there in space.
Brunswick really happy just to sit in that low block, inviting North Sunshine to come and attack. They're really solid defensively. I think centre-backs have been really great tonight for Brunswick.
And here's Jonsson. He'll drive down the line. Jonsson. Still Jonsson with the cross into the box. Doesn't find anybody. Yeah. And it's gone back the other way.
I think Brunswick are happy to keep this score at 1-0. They're playing a little bit defensive minded. Not a lot of players inside the attacking box.
And there's Epifano there driving forward. No more signs of any more substitutes either coming on for either side. Of course, Brunswick do have Cordell Addison, Alessandro Coco, Harley Payne, Dimitri Fokianos, and Dean Kosminowski. Muetti. Sordo, across the face. Again, goes through everyone. Just goes out wide again. Tagazi. All Sean. Back to goal. Mr. Olds. That's great football in the middle of the park. And it's sent long. He's going to chase, and he does. Siamas. To Jonsson. And back out. But it will be taken quickly, the throw. There's a player on the floor.
There's two players on the floor. Who's the physio going to go out to first? Yeah, not long to go now. Wonder what's going through the minds of Benny Say and Besnick. Do they change it up? Do they just go for it in the last 5-10 minutes? Maybe play 3 in the back. They have gone to 3 in the back a few times this year. I think something has to happen. Credit to Brunswick, but they've been defending really, really well. North Sunshine had a few chances early in this second half. Since then, Brunswick's really settled into a really deep mid-block, which has been really hard for North Sunshine to break.
And it looks like the player on the floor, Costa Manuel, will be coming off, replaced by Dimitri Fokianos. A like-for-like change, these two, as well. And then North Sunshine preparing another change as well. Ruben De Silva.
Ruben De Silva is an attacking-minded player, left footer, left winger, left back. I wonder if Benny's going to go for it.
Let's take off a defender here.
Either you take off a defender or you take off Akud, who's on a yellow, who he does play in that same position, who might push on a little bit higher, fresh legs.
Looks like it's a free kick as well here. Very dangerous spot here as well. Real opportunity here for Brunswick to get their second.
They've been dangerous, Brunswick, with set pieces. They scored their goal from a second phase of the set piece. So North Sunshine's got to focus here.
It's a great cross into the box. Cleared, but not out of danger. Is Wong.
Second phase again. But well dealt with by Rory Bryan. Here we go.
Headed on by Vizzy. And still a chance. North Sunshine Eagles in and amongst it. Cross in. Chance on the head, on the shoulders of Moetti. Offside is the call though.
Again, North Sunshine bench not happy with that. Hard to tell from here. That's alley ball done for the night. Can't alley ball. It's had a great shift. He's worked hard. Hasn't really had the opportunity in and around the box that he would want. That Ben would want. He's scored 10-11 goals this year off the wing, so he's had a really solid season. But needs some fresh legs here.
Of course, he's replaced by Ruben De Silva. He's already in and amongst it physically. It's gone. Actually, their free kick as well. He's gained a free kick out of that, and it will be everyone up for North Sunshine. Rory Bryan to take. And Ruben De Silva's first action of play was a free kick. Can it be a goal to send us to extra time here at Dunstan Reserve?
It's all or nothing for North Sunshine. They've got to go for it. They're 1v1 back here. Hayden Tennant versus Dylan Alshon.
It's headed on by the Brunswick defender. There is De Silva. And that's it. Oh
my God.
That's Sordo almost. Off the inner post.
Wow. What a shot by Sordo. How did that not go in?
We spoke about goalkeepers, but the goalkeeper wasn't saving that one.
He was not getting close to that one. What a shot. That's unlucky. Is that going to give him a little bit of spark for the last 5 minutes or so?
It's crossed in. Headed on by Johnson. Epifano. It's cleared again. Olds. Back to Bryan. And long by Bryan. Chasing. Into the arms of Mooney. And that is 3 changes. Of course, only 2 interchanges, so there is room for more changes here for either side as well. And a last gasp effort for North Sunshine. It's pushed off the ball, but it's still going. Ms. Mueti. Still Mueti. Cross the ball in. There's a chance. Goes wide. De Silva. Jekka. They're going to head it on. And that's Sordo again! Oh my god!
What a goal! He's done it once, he's done it twice! What a goal! Sordo!
Aaron Sordo!
Oh my god, what a goal!
And we're going to extra time.
I said it was going to be 1-1, Ross. I said this is classic North Sunshine, Ross. I've been a part of this club for a very, very long time. They do not give up. And now they've got the crowd up on their feet, going crazy. Besni Kutleshi, absolute passion on the bench there. This is football. This is Victorian football at its best. Love to see this. Absolute love to see this. Unlucky by Brunswick. And it's, again, Mooney's had such a great game. That was the only way he was going to get beaten by an absolute rocket of a shot. Sordo, take a bow, son.
And we talk about Sordo, but Ruben De Silva with an almost instant impact as well with the cross. Ruben De Silva will be happy with that one. And the 4th official did indicate 6 minutes of added time.
Well, the game's not over. The game is not over. It is a very, very open game, Ross. And, you know, North Sunshine's had their chances. Brunswick have had their chances. It'll be very interesting to see in these next 5-6 minutes. Are they going to sit off? Are they both happy to get into extra time, regroup and go again? Or are they going to go for it?
And he's got his reward after a fine performance today. Eamon Sordo. But Brunswick going already. Try to get the... So it is a corner. Of course, Eamon Sordo, we did mention, successful collegiate career over in the States. Did play for Gardner Webb University, earning a big South Conference honourable mentions and an all-academic team honours in 2022. He did score 5 goals and 7 assists in those 16 matches he did play over there. Prior to that was at Marshall University, 4 goals and 3 assists in 18 games there as well. And this is a great cross into the box. Back the other way, and potentially a 2-1.
Dia Muftari, he's got 2 in front of him.
Muftari.
Great defending again by Brunswick. Great defending again by Brunswick. But it's going to come back the other way, Ross.
Brunswick. It's picked up intensity now, Rexy. Both teams want it here.
Victorian football at its best, my friend. Both coaching staff absolutely going crazy at their players, urging them on, pushing them on, barking instructions. It's chaos. And we love it.
And there's still time, of course. And it's a long ball by Epifano. It's cleared. There's a chance for distance again. It's wide of the post and wide of the goal.
I think these players are absolutely spent, Ross. They've given everything they had in this second half. Both teams have come out from half time with an intensity about them that they wanted to win. The tempo's been really, really good. Quality's been really, really good. It's been a great game of football so far.
And there's a second goal on the pitch, sent in by the North Sunshine fans.
I think it was one of the neighbours that someone must have kicked that ball into the backyard and a neighbour booted that ball onto the pitch.
3 minutes of extra time to separate these two for a place in the final. And it'll restart play as well from a goal kick. Yamas. Jacker. To Silva. And Long. Shouts for a handball. It's not. Ibrahim goes back to Mooney. Back to Ibrahim. And Long. Old header's on. And going wide again. Siamis. Hagazi. Brings down Matari. And goes back the other way. Wong. There's another chance now. Sordo. Playing with confidence. Tripped. Play on. Advantage is the call. Moetti. Moetti turns again.
Oh.
Over the bar. Just didn't dip in time.
Yeah, this is crazy football. And of course you're going to... two young boys from North Sunshine. They've brought a lot of energy into this team in the last 20-25 minutes. Very calm on the Brunswick bench. Very, very calm. It's complete opposite on the North Sunshine bench. Literally day and night. But yeah, it looks like we're going into extra time.
It does look like that. Of course. It's a long ball. Ibrahim. Back to Oakwood. Sent on by De Silva. Back to De Silva. Epifano. Ball sent wide by Epifano. And a chance for a cross. Goes down the line. Tries to find Jekka. Doesn't get there.
Should be pretty close to done here.
Brunswick on the other way. Over the top. Not long left here.
Just heard the fourth official say 30 seconds.
Siamis.
But this has been the last attack of the game.
Great sliding tackle. And there's a player on the floor cramping. Time wasting strategies for that man.
I don't know, he looks in pain or he's a good actor, one or the other. But well done by Hayden Tennant sliding in there. He's been quality tonight, Hayden Tennant, as he's been all season for North Sunshine. I think both teams defensively have been really solid. They have had their chances. You know, both teams have had good attacking chances, but for the majority of the game, I think both defences have held up really, really well.
And you would assume that's done of the regulation time. And it's still 2-0 in that game as well between Heidelberg and Preston. It's 0-0 in that Altona City Springvale game, and it's a last-ditch effort by the City. Sends it in. It's playing out of the back here. North Sunshine Eagles as they bring it here. And that's full time. Here at Dunstan Reserve, nothing could separate the two. But a 1-1 each, and Eamon Sordo's goal to send us to extra time. 30 minutes to play to promotion to the Senol NPL.
Look, it's been a great game. It's had everything. It's had top class saves. It's had a lot of quality on the pitch. It's had great defending, and it's had probably one of the goals of the season. As a spectator, you can't ask for any more. As a supporter, as a North Sunshine supporter or a Brunswick City supporter or coaching staff, you can't ask for any more of these players. They've absolutely given everything they've absolutely got. Now, going into extra time, they need to regroup. They need to rest up. A lot of tired legs out there from both teams. We've got half an hour. You can see Sordo who's cramping really bad. We've got half an hour of football before we go into penalties. I can't see really a team looking like they're going to score in extra time. I think it's going to go all the way to penalties, only because I called it at the start of the game. But here we go. What a game.
Let's go.
Med Idiom, Leonardo Kakeri, and Nikki Kirabatake. And then Brunswick City have Cordell Addison, Alessandro Coco, Harley Payne, and Dean Kuzmanowski on the bench. I think we're expecting more of the same here, but if Sordo's on the floor and he's in trouble, then it's a totally different game.
Yeah, well, he's a star for North Sunshine. He's been one of their focal points in the front third. Obviously, he's scored probably one of the goals of the season, but he does look like he's struggling there. North Sunshine's physio is really getting into his hammy there. Let's see how we go. There's going to be a lot of tired legs. There's going to be players dropping. There's going to be players dropping like flies in this extra time. It's all going to come down to who wants it more, who's going to push, who's going to go that extra mile, who's going to just go all the way to the end. And again, it all comes down to quality in and around the box. Strong, solid defending organisation. Both teams have been really organised all game. North Sunshine's style of play, that possession style of play, has got them back into the game. And Brunswick really solid defensively. So yeah, look, I'm expecting more of the same. I'm expecting chances here and there. I'm expecting both teams to sit off. Both teams will invite the opposition team to come in and attack their defensive third. But yeah, let's see how we go.
Bit of confusing over here as well, but there is a change coming on for Brunswick. It will be Cordell Addison coming on. And we are waiting to see who for number 9, Carl Jonsson. Of course, the striker coming off for a number 2. So you would assume a defensive-minded player, but
yeah, there'll be a little bit of a reshuffle. Dylan Alshaw's been electric up top, as he has been all season for Brunswick. So there's a bit of a reshuffle here for Brunswick. Look like they're going to play a block counter, as they've probably been playing a little bit in that second half, and they've had a lot of joy in that block counter. So yeah, look to see a little bit more of the same.
Yeah, so Cordell Addison, of course, originally from Canberra, did play all over the league there, even in capital football, before moving to Castilleja in Spain's 6th division. Did return home to Gungahlin United, of course. He's been the last 2 seasons at Avondale's under 23s.
Looks like he's stepped into the middle of the park as a number 6 or a number 8. So fresh legs, good substitution by Nick, putting in some fresh legs in the middle of the park.
He actually did score a goal to send Brunswick into the 5th round of the Doherty Cup, rather, Australia Cup, as you call it. So he doesn't know how to score them. That is his only senior goal at this level. But the one change, and I think plenty of changes to come as well for the remainder of this game so far. And of course he does replace Lucas Carl Jonsson. On for another half an hour. Yeah. It's already underway very quickly. Muedi. It's straight through to the goalkeeper.
Good signs by North Sunshine. They're not taking the foot off the pedal. As you can see, they go straight for the attack. Mueti's been a focal point up top. He's been a great target man. Again, a bit direct by North Sunshine, but it's effective. Great press.
And here he is again. Bafano. Timms. And back out. Timms. Just slowing that down a little bit. Saw most of this in the first half as well. Allshawn. Addison to Allshawn. Just gets past him and sent long. Muedi. Still Muedi. And backwards. Silva. And long. And backwards. Again to Olds. Over to Brian. He goes long. Tennant. Addison. Still Addison. Turns and goes backwards. Ibrahim. It's a great turn. And he goes long down the line. Oh. And Allshawn's just...
He's cramping.
Pulled up there.
Early signs. Allshawn's cramping really early into this first half of extra time. Not a good sign for Brunswick. They need him up top. They need him running at defenders. They need him running in behind to play that counter-attack football that they've been playing and been doing really well.
It'd be a shame to see him go, of course. With outside the goalkeepers, man of the matches today, you'd say Allshawn and Sordo, the 2 number 7s for either side. So we saw Sordo in the break getting some treatment as well. So these two leave, and you would assume the intensity probably drops a little bit, of course, because they are finding their players. But
well, the quality will definitely drop. There's two top quality players there. Let's hope they can stay on the park as much as possible. Both teams need their star players out there. It's do or die, Ross. You got half an hour to get yourself into a playoff grand final. So let's see how they go. A lot of tired bodies though.
It's going to be a quick throw all the way back to Ibrahim. And then wide for Poi. Ibrahim. All the way back, just slowing the game down in defence. Brunswick, as they go long for Poi. Tries to find Allshawn. He does actually get there, but it just goes out for a goal kick, and he's holding his leg again. He doesn't want to give up. Give him credit. He's still going.
Cheeky banter from Benny Say there on the North Sunshine bench, telling Nick Kiriopoulos to take him off. He's done. I'm sure Ben will love that. But I don't think Nick will like that. So Yeah, they just got to manage themselves. It's the tempo and the intensity has definitely dropped significantly since the start of the second half. Players are just managing themselves. But it's a game of moments, Ross. In this extra time, if you work hard for that moment, and it's all about taking that moment. So let's see how we go.
There's Moetti. Just falls to the floor, and it's Addison. Sordo goes wide. It is cleared by Ibrahim. It's on long again. To Fokianos. And back out once again. Fifth row. Siamis. To Ibrahim. To Fapoi. It's Fapoi. Ibrahim. Goes wide. It's good to get out of danger there by Hagazi. And he goes long again. It's a missed kick. Backwards. Tries to find Epifano. He does. Sordo. Backwards to Tennant. And then again. Jacker. And it's the Sunshine Eagles. From strike from distance. Deflected. There's Matari there.
And that's those two young boys that have come in the second half. Leon Jekka, Dylan Muftari. Both of them have injected a lot of energy into this North Sunshine team in the second half. North Sunshine happy just to keep possession. Brunswick happy for North Sunshine to have possession. But once they got into that attacking third, great turn by Dion Muftari facing forward, attacking a goal. Deflected shot, goes for a corner. It's time for the centre-backs to step up here.
We have seen a goal already from a set piece. Albeit it was Brunswick City. But it will be North Sunshine. The great cross. Headed on. It's gone back the other way. Looks like a little bit of physical battle in the box there that maybe went towards Brunswick's way.
Great left foot cross there, Ross. Probably one of the best crosses that North Sunshine's done all game. They've been a bit disappointing from set pieces, but Abdullah Kud, great left foot. Probably one of the... It's got a great left foot. Not the best left foot I've seen. I've seen a better left foot in my days. Fitzy Ibrahim, you've got to give him a shout out for one of the best left foots in Victorian football.
And there's a chance for Brunswick. Keep going, across the ball in. They're going back out for another throw. And it will be a throw near the corner flag. Is Wong. Great cross. Does find his player. And that's Allison from distance. The substitute. Addison makes it 2-1 to the home side. And he runs straight to the benches to thank his coaches.
Great goal by Addison. Outside the box, plenty of time. North Sunshine defence sitting off a little bit too deep there. Bit of a nothing cross turned into a goal. That's football, unfortunately, and that's finals football. North Sunshine's got to work hard to get that back now. A goal from nothing.
And he scored the goal to send them to the next round of the Doherty Cup, and he may have just scored the goal to send them to the final of the promotion playoff into the Seno NPL. But North Sunshine won't settle. They'll keep coming. And he's Jacker. Back the other way, he's all Sean, who's quick feet. Nice trickery. And he's got 3 people and he goes through all of them. Tries a little dink and it does go wide, but it goes back to him. Here he is again, Addison. Cross the ball in again, near post. And there's a player on the floor.
Yeah, a little bit nervy moment there from Leon Jecker. Lost the ball in the middle of the park. Dangerous place to lose the ball, but he's played really well. He's played really well since he's come on.
There is a player on the floor. Looks like potentially a change. That means it is
Ghazi, I think. He's been cramping for the last 5-6 minutes, so I don't think this is a time-wasting tactic.
Carlos Hagazi, just 18 years of age. Traditionally, I was told by his uncle, who was helping me pre-game, traditionally a centre-back. He's sitting in that number 6 role today. Albeit, he did score 13 goals in 26 games last season in the under-23s. So, that quite a good goal return sitting that deep. But he's up on his feet, he's limping, but
the tempo's definitely dropped on the park and off the park. That second goal has definitely quieted the North Sunshine supporters.
Can't hear. You want to play? Yes.
and I don't think that will be a substitute just yet. But they are playing with 10 men. So this may be North Sunshine's chance to capitalise. He's back on.
He's quick. Well done by Arnold.
And that's
How is that not
a tackle off the ball, but Allshaw's there. Make it 3-1, and he does! And that's probably game over here at Dustin Reserve. And I don't know about the first tackle there, Rexy, but it's 3-1 now to the home side.
Yeah, look, again, I'm not sure. Looked like a free kick from here, Ross. Obviously, the referee's got a better view, but from here, it did look like a free kick. I think everyone stopped. All the North Sunshine defenders stopped, thinking that the referee was going to blow the whistle for the free kick. Dylan Allshaw, take your hat off to that guy. He's been absolutely quality all night. He couldn't even walk 2 minutes ago, and he absolutely sprinted as fast as I've ever seen anyone sprint to get that ball. Obviously, won the ball off Aidan Olds and cut inside and does what he does best. He's a quality player. He's
limping. That's what he is.
I don't know how he's even walking at the moment. He couldn't even walk 2 minutes ago, and how he sprinted to get that ball was incredible.
It's a yellow card to the head coach.
Yeah, very frustrating. Benissei is very frustrated, as you would be as a coach. You think that's probably a free kick. North Sunshine need a big 15-20 minutes here.
And it could be here to get him back to 3-2. And it goes out for a throw. Kanazawa. Out wide. Sordo pushed off the ball, but it will be a free kick. This is a call. Unsure which way. It is Brunswick free kick. Throw in. It's very vocal from the players and the benches about some of the referee decisions in this game. At least one thing that stayed constant in this game, Rexy, is that North Sunshine active support. They've been going all game, and they were especially loud when Sordo did score his goal to send us to extra time.
Yeah, it was a massive roar. It was a massive roar when Sordo scored that goal, as it was just now when Brunswick scored their third. There's a great supported base here from both teams, from both clubs. But yeah, North Sunshine supporters need to do a lot of work to get their team back in it. There's a lot of tired legs out there. They definitely need them to be loud, as they have been all game, to be honest. And
just about coming to the end of the first half of the extra time. The fourth official's getting his board ready. Daniel Woodyat. Oh. And looks like he's done, to be honest, Dylan Allshawn. But he's still going. Still continues to play on. And here's a chance! Straight into the arms of Nick Mooney, who's now deciding to play out of his feet. Picks it back up. Claims of a head injury, I think, but
Picked it up and dropped it.
he did pick it up and drop it, so whatever the call is, maybe potential melee as well happening. Emotions running high.
Yeah, it's just time-wasting tactics again, Ross. I don't think there was much in that. There wasn't much in that at all. Mooney's just wasting a little bit of time. Wants to get his team into half-time of this extra time period. 3-1 up.
And that's fourth official has indicated there will be 2 minutes of added time minimum. And he goes along. Mooney. He's back. Sordo. It's another park. Finds Ibrahim. He goes back the other way. Headed on. Addison. Sordo. It's De Silva. Back the other way again. And this time, it's Siamis. Goes through the middle, and Allshawn's...
He's there. He's always there.
He's always there, but he's trying to play on, but he's on his last legs here. Sordo. And out.
One more attack for North Sunshine potentially here. Last minute of this first half.
Sordo. Great cross into the box and then cleared only as far as the corner.
Yeah, I don't know about the decision conceding that corner. I would have probably put it on my left foot and cleared it the other way, Ross, but given the North Sunshine an opportunity to score here in the dying seconds of the first half of extra time. Tell you what, if North Sunshine can get one here, it's going to set up an absolutely crazy second half of this extra time.
Looks like it'll be awkward to take the corner as well. Their set pieces need to work once at least. And it's a cross in, headed on near post and over the bar. The North Sunshine Eagles keep a kick. No, there's 2 balls. And it's time. We've just heard the fourth official whisper. And Mooney, you'd assume last kick of the first half of extra time, does go long. Headed on. Sordo chasing. Sordo again. Long. Does find his man, goes to the middle to Sordo. Epifano. Still North Sunshine. Going. Epifano leaps. And that's half time here. 3-1 now to the home side, Brunswick. 2 goals in quick succession.
Yeah, credit to Brunswick. They've they pulled a rabbit out of the hat there. They were literally, like you said, on their last legs. A lot of players cramping. First goal really came from nothing. Shot outside the box. North Sunshine defenders pretty deep, and obviously the second goal of that half, Brunswick's third goal. A lot of question marks whether it was a free kick or not to Aidan Olds, but look, again, credit to Brunswick, credit to Brunswick's players for pushing and for fighting. North Sunshine 3-1 down. I don't see them stopping. I don't see them giving up. But yeah, let's see how long few of these players for Brunswick are going to last because they can't even walk at the moment.
And around the grounds, while we have a break, it was 2-1 to Heidelberg against Preston Lions in that Senol NPL semi-final. Now a spot in the final up against either Avondale or Dandenong City. And then also around the grounds, Altona City and Springvale White Eagles are drawing in that VPL 2 promotion playoff. And Australia just got up against New Zealand 1-0. Max Ballard goal in the 87th minute to give them the win in that friendly. Of course, this game 3-1. Change coming on for North Sunshine Eagles. Coming off is Abdullah Akoud. And coming on looks like it was Ahmed Idiom coming on, and there is also a change for Brunswick. Coming off is indeed Dylan Alshawn, and then coming on is Dean Kuzmanowski. So a striker for North Sunshine Eagles coming on, for the looks of it, a winger.
Yeah, he's definitely an attacking minding player. Kuzmanowski obviously coming in to lock up that midfield, to play a little bit more defensive. I don't think Brunswick are playing with a number 9. I think they're playing with 2 wingers and a number 10 and a back 4 with a congested, compact midfield. So they're not going to give North Sunshine anything, but they're going to do their best not to concede. They don't concede, they win this game. North Sunshine need to get one as early as possible into this second half of extra time, and if they do, it's game on. It's game on. As you can see, Brunswick scored 2 goals really, really quick in succession in that first half of extra time. So it's very easy to score goals when both teams are losing their shape, out of shape, tired legs, cramping. Let's see how we go.
And here is De Silva, who finds the sub, Idiom. Gets around him on the inside, around Addison. It's a great sliding tackle there, but it goes back the other way for City. And Long does find Fokianos, just sends it out for a throw for North Sunshine Eagles again. And back. And out wide. North Sunshine Eagles playing with the width. Fano. Olds. Here's Brunswick City. Got 2 to beat. He gets around the first one. He strikes it home. And just wide of the far post again, and almost 4-1.
Yeah, he's got a bit of pace behind him there. Young Brunswick attacker. Hayden Tennant diving in there. Probably should have held his feet. But it's a missed opportunity for Brunswick. Very happy just to sit in this really, really low block, Brunswick. North Sunshine need to get that ball in there, attacking third as quick as possible. Get that ball in that box as quick as possible. Try to create as much attacks as possible. They got 15 minutes to try to create at least 3 or 4 good chances to try and put 1 or 2 away.
And offside was the call there. Looks like sub getting ready once again. It's a long ball again. Sent in. Moetti. Idiom. Headed on. And back the other way is Mukhtari. And wide. It's free kick. And very dangerous area.
Yeah, good opportunity for North Sunshine to get something from a set piece. They haven't been as dangerous tonight from set pieces as they would like to. It's at a distance where it's probably too far to shoot, too close to cross. But you got Moetti on the ball there, so you'd expect a shot on goal here.
Of course, he's joined by Sordo. Moetti is leaving. Sordo.
Looks like it'll probably be a little dink towards the back stick.
Of course, they need this. It's a little dink over the top, headed on by the Brunswick defender, and then cleared again by Hagazi. And back out again.
A lot of energy on this Brunswick City bench now. They were very calm towards the end of the second half. But yeah, a lot of energy now, urging their team on to keep going.
Obviously quite big for either side. All four sides in this promotion playoff. That's another yellow card.
Frustrations there.
Of course, yes, neither of these four sides have been in the top flight of Victorian football in the modern era. Could it be Brunswick City, who do get promoted into the Seno NPL? They will be up against, of course, the winner of Melbourne City or Melbourne Serbia, who gained their place in the league due to Western United's withdrawal. Of course, Brunswick City were to play Western United in that competition, and there will be a change. It's a great stop. It's great movement behind the ball as well. Here's the forward. Idiom. Goes down the line. Tries to find Epifano. Goes all the way and it's offside. And then we'll get confirmation of that change. Coming on is Alessandro Coco. And coming off, it will be Camille Hagazi. Of course, Alessandro Coco, a local boy, did come up through both Brunswick clubs in the area, Brunswick City and Brunswick Juve. Did start out at Juve, moved to City at the under-16s and been ever present in the club ever since. It's his first season playing senior football. And he's got 5-10 minutes to show us what he's all about. With no pressure as well, 3-1 up. Just play with some freedom. It's another free kick there from North Sunshine Eagles. It's Sordo on the floor.
Yeah, that's Sordo on the floor. It's he's been on the floor for a majority of this extra time. But here, Brunswick go again on their counter-attack. They're very fast on the counter-attack. They get a lot of numbers forward quickly.
Well, they don't have Allshawn on the pitch, so we'll see. This is the substitute now, Coco. Well, Sunshine's just got to go for it now. Ross, they've
last 10 minutes of their season if they don't get something really soon here. They haven't got much options on the bench. It's pretty much whoever's out there has got the job to get a goal as soon as possible.
Of course, they've done all of this as well without their Frenchman, Corentin Chauve. What a difference he could have been today, potentially, for North Sunshine Eagles.
Yeah, I'm sure the North Sunshine coaching staff will be thinking after the game, what if? But look, credit to the boys that have stepped in and played. Yeah, they've given a lot of opportunities to a lot of young boys, North Sunshine, and they've done really well. As we can see, they're making a substitution. Yeah,
it's Leonardo Kakari coming on, and then number 4, it's Dion Sadiku coming on.
So again, another opportunity for Leonardo, another young North Sunshine junior. Dion Sadiku's been at the club for a very long time. He's a part of the furniture. He can bring a lot of pace into the team. Good strong defender as well. Looks like it's a like for like Dion for Hayden Tennant. Maybe because he's on a yellow.
Leonardo on for someone else. We'll see. We'll get confirmation of that. Sordo. Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
Can't walk. Put in a big shift.
He has.
Scored the goal of the season. He's done his job.
Already at the top. Idiom. Leonardo chasing. Great to get it out of danger there. And go back the other way. Backwards is the sub, Sadiku. Goes wide. Okay, then back the other way. It's still going. And it's a throw in for Brunswick City. Again. And this...
Credit to Brunswick, they've defended really well in this second half of extra time. North Sunshine haven't really had much joy breaking them down. They've had to go out wide a few times, and Brunswick's been defending really solid.
Of course, there can't be long left on the clock here of this clash. It's Brian. Idiom. Goes to Jekka. And out wide to Sadiku. And long cross into the box, headed away. And back the other way again with the counter-attack. Brunswick City. Not a lot of support. Doesn't need it though. He's gone for the long ball. Headed on. Only as far as the Brunswick City midfielder. He's a Pafano. He's trying to make something of it. He goes back to Vizzy. Tripped off the ball, and that's not a good tackle. Frustration.
Yeah, frustration. Pafano is a little bit frustrated. Hasn't had a great extra time. I thought he was one of North Sunshine's best players in the 90 minutes. He was very influential. Everything went through Epa in that first 90 minutes. Hasn't really found much of the ball in his second half. It's been a direct game of football, a lot of long balls, and he can't really get on the ball as much as he would want to.
And it's gone straight out for a throw-in. Not long left either here. We've just hit pretty much the end of the game. Of course, we're waiting for extra time, and that Alternate City Springvale White Eagles is still 0-0 as well. course, that's also headed to extra time. As things stand. North Sunshine, another chance here. Pushed off the ball, but it will be a free kick this time, another one. No Sordo to take, so we'll see who stands over.
Yeah, they've got to get something out of this, North Sunshine. It's got to be a good ball into the box. Moetzi's taken the free kick. He should be in the box if you ask me.
So the ball in, headed on, near post, into the arms of Mooney.
Ale, come on! Mooney, here! Mooney, here!
Dying minutes here. Bunsen reserve. And Brunswick City, opportunity for another chance. Sadiku deflects. It has keeper kick. Bit of an unfortunate game for Rory Bryan. Of course, he's conceded 3, but doesn't feel like that. Goes straight through to Mooney.
Yeah, I think they've run out of ideas, North Sunshine. Unfortunately, Brunswick's been very, very solid defensively in this extra time period. They've had to revert to long balls. That's not North Sunshine's style of play. But look, give credit where credit is due. Brunswick's defended really well in this second half of extra time, especially. There's no nonsense defending there, as you can just see from the skipper, from Tim's. But look, well done to both teams. I think they've put a great shift in. It's been a great game of football. It's not over here, but yeah, look, it's been a great game of football, and definitely one to remember.
And his last gasp effort, striked Idiom, just kept into the arms of Mooney, and the fourth officials indicated 2 minutes of added time at the end of this game. Pretty much the time that it took for Brunswick to score 2. So, look, anything's possible, but it's dying minutes of football match here, so we'll see. It's defended again. But North Sunshine. Moetzi's there, lurking on the edge of the box, on the last man. Struck from distance, tried to get Bryan off his line, but he'll bring it out of defence himself. Keeps going. And they need one now. North Sunshine. Over all the way. Mooney. And retains the ball.
Well done from both clubs. Well done from both coaching staffs. I think they've both came out with a plan. It was pretty well executed. It's a game of moments. Brunswick have taken their moments. North Sunshine unfortunately didn't. Mooney was quality in that first half. He was definitely the point of difference. But yeah, I think if you're North Sunshine, you'd be proud. If you're a North Sunshine supporter, you'd be proud of the team. You'd be proud of the club. You'd be proud of everyone involved. To get here where they are now, probably didn't expect it, but they've done really well, and they should be very proud. Brunswick, on the other hand, could make it 4, but they're going to go into the playoff game, 1 game away from history for Brunswick City. And if I'm being honest, they can probably get the job done. They're a very solid outfit. They're a very solid team, very well coached, very well organised. Obviously, we don't know who they're going to play, but yeah, good luck to Brunswick next week.
And if they do play Melbourne City, they did beat them 2-0 last week to get them into this position to play in this playoff.
Exactly.
So anything is possible. Of course, that will be played at Lakeside Stadium next weekend. So neutral venue could be anyone's game.
Yeah, exactly right. It's anyone's game. It's a grand final at the end of the day. So yeah, look, well done to Brunswick. I think they deserved it in this extra time. I think they were probably the better team. North Sunshine ran out of legs a little bit. Had to revert to playing a little bit longer. I don't think the ground probably suited them, but yeah, well done to Brunswick.
And that's full time here at Dunsters there. 3-1 to the home side. And a spot. in the VPL 1 promotion playoff against either Melbourne City or Melbourne Serbia, who play, of course, tomorrow. I mean, Ross Papadakis have been joined today by Shane Rexepi. Rexy, first game commentating. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, made my debut on the mic. It was good. It was good to be here. It was good to watch a great game of football. It was good to have your company, Ross. I look forward to seeing this game, the playoff game, next week across all competitions. Well done to Brunswick City. Unlucky North Sunshine. They should they will hold their head up high. They've had a great season. But good luck to Brunswick City next week.
And I've been Ross Papadakis. I'm joining you again on the mic tomorrow. Avondale versus Ringwood City. Women's VPL playoff. But there's more NPL men's action tomorrow and Sunday. So don't go anywhere and tune into the NPL Victoria YouTube channel for more NPL action.